Okay, hey everybody, this is Dana Silvestri, and today I'm excited to interview one of my most recent successful clients, Anita. Anita went from not having a physical business location, lacking knowledge on social media marketing, and not consistently attracting new clients to actually getting a new studio location, learning so much about marketing and sales as well, and attracting clients too. So I'm going to ask her some questions today about our experience working together. So how are you doing today, Anita?
Hi, everyone. I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I'm excited for what's going to happen right now. This interview, as they would say. So
Let's
why don't
do
you?
this.
Yeah, let's do it. So why don't you introduce yourself and just quickly a little bit about like what you do? And this is your time too. From people watch this to like I'll tag you, and they'll click on your stuff too.
My name is Anita and I'm certified functional nutrition counselor and a biofield energy therapist. So what I do mainly is electromagnetic waves therapies uh, on different issues from immune support, aches and pains, gut issues, nervous system relaxation, and so on.
I love that. A lot of people need that, right?
Oh yeah, trust me. That's something that's really seems like to be a common problem these
Yeah.
days.
And Anita, what was the big problems or problem that you were
Problem.
dealing with before we were working together? Like what was going on?
So, I didn't really have kind of like a right direction. I didn't know where to start as far as connecting with people, finding the organic connections, like to where to find new clients
Mm,
besides meeting them in person. That was the probably the biggest issue for me. And I didn't really know much about social media marketing and sales.
right. So you had this business, you were working with people, but you didn't know
Mhm.
marketing and you didn't have a huge
I
problem
didn't
with.
have a physical location. I was actually driving to see clients in their homes, but also I was limiting myself doing that because I couldn't reach everyone. If somebody was living far away from me, I wouldn't drive for an hour. So I had to say no to a lot of clients, unfortunately.
Yeah, so you were spending your time doing that and you didn't want to bring them to your house. And we'll
Right.
get into this, but a big part was a scary part of like just beginning to work together was getting the office space, right? Before
Yes, that was
before
huge.
yeah, that was huge. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but before we get into that, like why did you choose to work with me specifically? Like how did that come about?
You know
And
what? I think the first um reason was that we were in the same meditation group. So I felt that immediate connection that, like we are like-minded people. That was one thing. But also, I really like the idea that you combine the business part with the mindset because there are so many coaches out there who actually know the business part very well, but it's so dry and not connected to the mindset. And unfortunately, we know that it's all connected, so you can separate these two. So I really like the fact that you combine these two, and um, that means like growing not only in a business sense but also personally at the same time.
yeah, and that's huge to, I think, to have that foundation and work from there too. And we actually we met through there and then we went to get coffee, right? Got coffee
Mhm.
and kind of connected that way. And then we made a decision to work together, which was really cool.
Right.
So, out in Arizona, actually.
Hmm.
For the people that are listening, obviously. And then what did you love the most about working with me or the program? What really stood out to you about it?
I really like the fact that, you know it the best that it's you not always have those awesome days. Sometimes you have days when you feel like something is not going the right way. But with you, I felt like you always gave me that support that I needed that particular day, whatever I was dealing with, to remind me that, you need to shift that mindset. And as soon as you do that, you can get wherever you want to be. And every time we talked, I felt supported and I felt like, this is just a roadblock, a little setback. And with the right approach, I'm able to move forward and overcome whatever I was dealing with.
Yeah, I think that's huge. And then also like program wise, it has like specific steps as well. So you
Oh, the
kind of
program was amazing with all the steps, especially, like learn for me to learn what I have to do as far as social media and marketing and sales. That's a huge plus.
yeah, I think that was huge. And what would you say your results were internally and externally applying the the mentorship and the coaching
I
towards your business?
mean, first of all, me opening the studio, the physical location,
Yeah.
I probably, if I haven't started your program, I wouldn't have that courage to go ahead and do that. So
What I
that's,
say what I say about that, remember?
no,
You said
I
I need
don't.
client you said I need clients to open the studio, and what I say?
Oh, you said, so what if you manifest 20 clients? How you gonna be able to drive up and see all of them? I'm like, I don't know. So first you have to be ready for that for the universe to provide all those clients. I was like, he's right. So that was funny because it was kind of like an eye opener that I can ask for something that I'm not ready. So the next step was to get the physical location and then opening myself up to actually getting all those new clients.
Right. So it was very scary, and a lot of people that will watch this will be like, "Well, that's backwards." But you did that.
Mhm.
We came up with like a marketing plan together, and then you ended up getting a decent amount of clients, right? Like
Right.
how many?
Mhm.
15 or
I
something?
had 15 clients, right?
So it worked.
I worked.
Thank God it worked.
Thank God, yeah. So no, I
I would
was,
have been in trouble.
yeah. So that was the physical kind of like a tangible thing that you can actually see, but also as far as internally, that gave me so much confidence um to kind of like overcome what I was dealing inside myself. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
oh my God, maybe I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not good enough, or this and that. And it kind of gave me that confidence that I didn't even know that I had in me at the time.
Yeah, and so many people struggle with that because they don't take the action and they just think about it. But now it's like it's good to have proof that like it
Right.
actually is working, you know what I mean? And you
Mhm.
can do that again. So that's so important.
Well, the
Um,
mindset, right? It's all that matters. You have to kind of work on it every day to convince yourself that everything is possible.
yeah, so yeah, internally, externally, you have a studio now. Like,
Mhm.
you're at your apartment right now. You're not in the studio right now.
Yes, I'm in the apartment.
I was gonna say shows around the studio. So that's huge. Like all that has happened through the course. So what would you say? Where would you be today if um, we didn't have
Didn't
that
work
chat? We
together.
didn't sit down and get the coffee together. What
Oh, I wouldn't have the studio. That's for sure. There's no way I would have
you'd be
just
what? Drive?
I wouldn't have
You've been
decided to.
driving around and doing that, and
Yeah, I wouldn't have opened the studio, that's for sure. And also, I feel like the studio is one thing. Obviously, it's very important to me, but also the confidence in me that, everything is possible, but you just have to put the work and believe that it's all gonna happen.
that's probably even more important is that belief and that confidence, which you'll have forever,
Right.
which is amazing. So what would you say someone that's watching this and they're sitting on the fence, like they don't know if they should chat with me or maybe even grab a coffee with me, or they're scared to, or they're just stuck in their head? What would you say to them?
I would say take a leap of faith and do it, invest in yourself because it's an investment in your growth, in your future. And obviously, you're gonna have doubts, but taking that first step is gonna make you believe in yourself because obviously it's not easy to commit to something and invest money, and everybody's got doubts, but as soon as you do it and you're gonna start working on it, you will see like the light at the end of the tunnel that this is possible, like I can definitely do it.
Yeah, and that's huge. I think just one more thing is so when we sat down for coffee, did you feel like you're like pressured into doing anything, or did you feel like it was like
No,
relaxed?
absolutely not. That was the awesome part was too that you've never been salesy. You know, I never felt like you were selling something, that you were convincing me to anything, you know. So
Yeah.
that I just felt comfortable talking to you, and I felt like, you know, this is the right fit.
Yeah. So anyone watching, like we're just having a chat. I don't bite. I'm not super angry or anything. So it's like just what she's saying is just have the chat, see where it goes, I think, and
Right.
open-minded to that and what could happen
Right.
overall.
Just
Um,
give it a chance and just see where it can take you, you know.
yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Anita, for sharing that. It was great. And it
Thank
was
you for
amazing.
spending all the time with me. Always cherish it, and I truly appreciate your help.
Yeah, me too. And seeing your transformation from internally and like having the office is really cool and to be able to see that. For anyone that's watching this, you're interested, you're curious, you want to know what it would be like to work together with me. I have so many different options. So what I suggest is you can either, if there's a link here, click the link, schedule a time to chat. We'll find out we'll talk about where you are now, what you want, and how to get you there. If you're not, don't see the link there, just find me on social media, Dana Silvestri. Shoot me a message and I'll get back to you there and we'll go from there. So again, thanks so much, Anita.
Thank you, Dana.
You're welcome. Stay on.